Mr. Pyrex, man. Violence, the only way you answer violence. The butcher is arriving, friend. Some ASMR for you. I got what might be my most anticipated release of 2022. Here we go. This beautiful work of art came out in 2018, I'm pretty sure. This was one of my first experiences with Griselda in general, not even just Benny the Butcher, but Griselda, period. For this to be the first experience that you have, like, this really, really sets the bar. I will never sell this thing. This is art right here. So you already know I was incredibly excited about Tana Talk 4 coming out. I don't really need to explain anymore. I don't need to say too much. You already know why I like and love Griselda and Benny the Butcher's music, because main criticisms for these guys' music is maybe lack of evolution, subject matter being kind of repetitive, and I understand that. However, for me and people who enjoy this type of music, it's just like going to a basketball game and seeing your greats do what they do best. And we here to watch the players play. That's all I want to do. I mean, there's a possibility it could be trash, but with a record that follows the theme as far as cover art as Tana Talk 3, a record that seems really, really concise. He narrowed it down to 12 tracks at only 40 minutes. I mean, I don't really see how he could go wrong. The first track is Benny the Butcher and J. Cole, Johnny P's Caddy, and I thought that was a great song. So the follow-up, Back 2 Times, with Stove God Cooks.
My niggas gotta call me the Pyrex man. Hey, yo, yo, yo. I gotta stamp that shit.
How much of this record is produced by Alchemist and how much of it is produced by Derringer? Well, I said, man, I might not have a great connection with white rappers, but white producers, man, y'all been lacing the game for a minute. Reparations.
My style mixed with Boldy James now and Tupac then. Don't compare me to...
You ever had a conversation with an old head, like one of your OGs or your uncle or some shit like that, and you know that this nigga is about to talk for hours, but you don't have a choice but to listen? Like, if you interrupt, it's disrespectful. That's how I feel when I listen to his music. Like, I'm listening to one of my uncles.
These Cartiers with the diamond solitaire hazardous. I swear these hoes fall out the air soon as they stare at the shit. They're like Joe Montana and Rice. Scanners and lights. You value your team, cause when he pull up slow with switches, he want them to know he did it.
Stove God Cooks is extremely underrated as well. When I first checked out his discography, I was surprised that there was someone that was rapping at his level, at his caliber, that was like, I won't say unknown, but just not talked about. This is like memory music. Because this is the type of music you would play. You sitting in the front seat of your uncle's truck or your dad's truck, a green Expedition. Like, that was the truck. Riding around to some G shit, basically. Like, that was, and you wouldn't go nowhere. You'd just be riding through the neighborhood, riding through the way, riding through the area. Track number 3 is called Super Plug. What the fuck? Hold on.
Just get my niggas rich, hold my family down.
Oh my God. This shit, bro, and the ambiance, the aesthetic, the production here, it really makes it feel like he's taking you through a flashback. The ominous keys in the background, this misty kind of ghostly like background.
The line hot, they want to hear the truth on the record. Since I blew more, the feds got threw off direction. I'm 2 years, I've been running through all the tests. Folk pop, my only wish was get my niggas rich, hold my family down.
Hold on, this feel like some old DMX shit. It sounds like he's walking through a cemetery.
They kicked me out of school, no, I dropped out. Another case, I dropped out.
That's right up my alley. This shit right now is right up my alley. You got to be able to make people see what you're saying, and I think he's definitely mastering that. Weekend and the Perrys featuring Boldy James, can't go wrong with the manger.
Was ties to Virginia like Teddy Riley. Since rap I've been treading lightly.
Yo, this dude he's doing too much.
Guy is the only limit I knew. From drug dealing to music, I mean, what didn't I do? Shoestring budget, I showed them what I could do. Ask Jake and ask Cat about the bosses that I produce. I'm West Best Investment, but that's between.
Oh shit! Boldy still hasn't gone yet. Jesus Christ. Hold on, chat.
And just to split a check. Feel like I've been betrayed by my silhouette. Mistakes was made to correct.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. This shit is actually fucking insane. 10 More Commandments featuring Diddy. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't need to hear shit from Diddy at all, ever, no more. Not saying he did something wrong. Just no.
Hey yo, make my shit sound godless.
Alright, maybe we do need to hear something from Diddy. I don't know if he had a hand in production right now. This is crazy already.
When dealing with a true connect, my first goal is get you to trust me. 19 is, don't never burn the plug, dog. That wasn't on Biggie list. You know you have a hard time.
Wait, it's called 10 More Commandments. So It's 20 now?
Your name started buzzing, you got attached. You should be spending that money on $1 dollars match.
I see that he already fucking it up, bro. I don't need him coming in and talking about real estate. Niggas, stop.
Posted, greedy emotions, niggas chase fame,
God,
but not the money that's bullshit. Come wearing jackets with alphabets. Look around, the smart hustlers, the only ones round here rich.
That track ends right there. As soon as Diddy come in and start talking. Advice to the game, you could also call it that track. Tyson versus Ali with Conway the Machine. Are they gonna go back and forth? You know what'd be great is if they just dissed each other. That would just be great. I just want them to, like, I'm not like no, but yes.
While I'm killing shit, Conway be somewhere rooting. Many clips that way we can make bloopers.
All right, I like that he mentioned clips kind of as like a parallel to what Griselda's doing. I know it sounds toxic that I wanted them to diss each other in the beginning. I was just playing. It was a joke. An appreciation track for one another is just as good. You know, I like that too.
So good to see you doing your thing. Don't get distracted by the noise. Don't let it ruin your thing. Me and Benny, y'all looking at the illest four niggas that y'all seen in 10 years or more.
I was one of those tracks that just, you know, just kind of force you to get caught in the trance. Instrumental there is really soft in comparison to the other stuff they be doing. The instrumental there is pretty soft and feathery, so it's easy to kind of get lost in this bit of a trance where their flows are really reliable. Uncle Bun with 38 Spesh. Okay, I see. I got PTSD. I thought I heard French Montana.
2 clips, that's enough shots for you and your alter ego. Flight coming, planned it, and all I had was a flight ticket when I landed.
Somebody perfect for this track would have been Beanie Siegel. I think he would have really rode this track well, especially given his last feature on Conway's album in that like really sneaky delivery that he had. I think that would have went perfect on this.
1 brick to a family of white bitches. These the results. I remember vividly trapping with my toes cocked, bagging up in dope spots.
I mean, at this point, it's just like, what the fuck? I didn't know that he would step it up like this. I thought I liked Burden of Proof a lot, right? And that was a bit more of a commercial-esque sound. I mean, compared to Griselda's normal stuff, it wasn't as grimy. It was a bit flashier, but at the same time, pretty good still. But this is a bit more, you know, close to home. His bars here, his writing here, his flows here, everything's so much tighter. Thowy's Revenge.
That's a business with the game, nigga. I be fucking bitches in my chain. A couple killers I got tamed, nigga. Them the fundamentals of the game. Walk, would you charge? Been features cost
what
20.
The fuck?
The son I can't earn for you, but loyalty I can return to you.
Nah.
When there was turmoil.
This is crazy. Alchemist produced this?
I fucked her over a banister, only a gangster can handle her. I really trapped on.
Now, when he said I fucked her over the banister, right? Who are you referring to? Because it don't seem like he talking about a woman. It seemed like he talking about the game. On the album, right? He talked constantly about being married to the game. Is he fucking the game over the banister? That sounds crazy out of context.
My niggas up top. Since 2018, I had a street about the city introduced me to the game.
That was a smooth cut. Flows tight, bars on point. Different type of horns than I'm used to when it comes to Alchemist production. A bit softer. Didn't expect it to go in this direction, but the end result, fire. Track number 9 is Billy Joe. I'm already in love.
Laughing at my house, passing through like I catch you later, right? I'm driving fast shit like the cast from Talladega Nights. The comfortable
Bro, I haven't closed my eyes in so long. Hold on, wait. I haven't closed my eyes and just like allowed, like he's feeding my mind right now. I can close my eyes because everything he's feeding me, I'm seeing it. And for today, that's very difficult. Because when I'm speaking of artists like maybe, you know, a Caddy or a Kanye or even Casey recently, certain artists don't have the lyrical ability to, I guess, force me to see what they say, but their music is such an experience as far as their production that I can see the sound of their music. But with him, the story, the picture he's painting, is so easy to see what he's saying. It's so easy to picture it. Jesus Christ. Bro!
I counted out $500,000 with my eyes closed. Cause this shit, I feel like I'm 99 holes. I started with a fresh hat.
This hook is nasty as fuck. Like, I don't know if I should be like, oh my God, the bars here are crazy. Like, they're really good. But also, like, this is fucked up. This is a really fucked up thing to say. Track number 10 is Guerrero featuring Westside. Oh my God, bro. They laced this shit.
The butcher coming, nigga.
Go away.
But bands of weight just made me 97 holes. I've been there before. I counted out 51 bands when a coat drying. I'm back.
Is he reciting the track list to Tana Talk 3?
Joe Pesci 38 from the movie.
He is.
Thank God I made it and got my money right. I'm famous, so they wonder where would I go on that one-way flight. For my niggas that I lost, I traded it all to get back.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this dude. I like that. I like when artists do that though. They kind of they reference their lore and make tracks out of it. I like that. Bust a Brick Nick.
Niggas can't talk this shit like
it sounds like an Alchemist beat.
Still nice for the chook, so don't be that life that I took.
I think I heard this. I don't know if it was an IG Live snippet. I'm pretty sure it was IG Live.
I'm the type to send fiends to shop in your hood.
Yeah,
I'm like 95
I heard this.
kg, nigga.
I fuck with it though. You know, I like to think about like Rick Ross's music a lot and like see that as luxury rap, but Benny's music always feels like luxury dreams. Like he manages to capture the aesthetic of the grimy lifestyle while at the same time, you know, capturing the luxury that is associated with what people aim for, what people strive to be, what they strive to go for. It never feels like Benny has it with the music that he makes. It always seems like he has an idea of what it looks like and he knows what it looks like and he's trying to get it. But that like balance in between the street shit and wanting to get to the rich shit, I feel like it's the perfect place for him to be in, because I wouldn't enjoy it as much if it were just luxury rap or if it was just too grimy. His music and these like dusty drums, it sounds like you're blowing dust off of an old cassette or something to play some of these records, really makes the music just feel like hitting gems or having access to gems that are high value but no one else knows it yet. The final track is Mr. Chow Hall.
Ass that was clueless. This position that I got as a gangster, I won't abuse it. It's fucked up, that's how y'all view it. Like I'm still dropping off units. They say Westside Way the silliest with the balls. Well, I couldn't agree more.
I don't know what type of vision you gotta have to write like this. And the delivery is always there. Like he makes sure every bar sticks.
This how he planned it. This what he saw. That's how he knew not to do that.
I feel like that last track was almost like it was written, because it's like we knew the shit was gonna be the way it was from the beginning. Talks about his responsibility to, you know, himself and his lifestyle by not speaking to the police about a situation that clearly negatively impacted him. Talking about West's decision not to do something that clearly would have gotten in the way of this music shit. So I like this album a lot. This really felt as raw as a mixtape, as raw as like the previous Tana Talks, while at the same time having a level of refinement that could only be achieved after making X amount of connections in music. The way it sounds, I think, is an indicator as to how much respect and attention that Griselda and Benny himself have garnered over the past few years that he may not have had as much access to back in 2017 or 18 when Tana Talk 3 was made. And I feel like he used as many resources as possible while still keeping the native sound of the Tana Talk, I guess, aesthetic, while at the same time kind of adding this bit of maturity to it by putting all these new experiences in here, keeping it still similarly street, but at the same time bringing that heaven that didn't seem as attainable on the previous iterations down to earth level a little bit more. You know, he's clearly closing that gap and getting closer and closer to that level that he spoke about years ago. I don't think I have a single skip on this entire album. I mean, he did it, I can't say better, but at least at the same level without losing the essence of what makes Benny, Griselda, and the Tana Talk series, the Tana Talk series. Obviously, like, the drums on Tana Talk 3 are like people's biggest love, or one of people's biggest loves for it, but I think there's a certain appreciation that I have for this record in that it captures so many of those good quality moments from the previous Tana Talk, making it slightly different, altering it, but still having that same level of writing, still having that same level of interest, that same level of drive and passion. The hook on Billy Joe is fucking disgusting, and I really don't have any other words. I mean, I think this is an incredibly dope record from Benny, and I think it's easily the strongest release he's had since Tana Talk 3. That's how I'm feeling about it. Y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section down below. Very interested to hear what your favorite tracks are, and until next time, you know, we out. That was great. That was something special.